Hey, this is Kevin, BBP Performance. We've got Drew here, our great customer. He's just brought us this 2018 Road Glide a few weeks ago. We've done a complete package on the suspension, braking, crash bar, mid controls, tune exhaust system, because he lives in Colorado, not in California. Gauge relocation kit, risers. We've done the whole ball of wax here, and it's just turned out to be a great project. One of our standard packages that we offer for Road Glides. The 2018 Milwaukee 8 is a fantastic platform to do this with. It gives you tremendous amount of stability and rideability of the bike, and decreases your stopping distances tremendously. I'd probably say by a third. Combined with the ABS, it's an amazing stopping power. The bike's completely stable at speeds of 130, 140, 150. There's no issue there. It gives you complete confidence going into sweepers at 120, 130. It's a really good package. It's very, very, very much on par with any of the sport touring BMW vehicles or any other European brand for that matter.
What did you think of your first ride on it?
The ride was fantastic. It was everything I wanted out of a motorcycle. It really took and created, all the potential that was there and refined it down to that precise package. And I'd agree exactly with what Kevin says. It's just like riding any of the high-performance sport touring bikes.
Nice. Do you feel like you're doing a commercial? Sorry.
No worries.
Well, thank you, but you're really good at this.
Thanks,
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes guys just stand there stunned.
They put their thumb in the other way.
They don't know what to do.
I do plenty of standing in front of people and talking, so.
Nice.
29 before the paint and everything.
Oh wow, yeah. So Drew brought us his 2018 Road Glide Special, and of course it had the stock handle. It was all bone stock. He picked it up from the dealership, basically brought it right to us, and Drew is no novice when it comes to motorcycles. He's owned a lot of motorcycles and ridden a lot of different types of motorcycles, including BMWs and other brands. And so I guess the bottom line is he knew what he was kind of looking for, so that's why he picked us, that we would do suspension work and get the bike on point. So we went ahead and did what we did. And
What did you do?
Well, we did an inverted front end, we did mid controls, we did a gauge relocation kit, we did a tune on the motor from that Harley had done the tune on their stage 4 kit for the 117, right?
Yep.
And so we went ahead and retuned it so it would actually work, and put brakes on the bike on the front, along with a crash bar. And so we've just done our sort of a pretty good sized package. And I'm not really sure what you're expecting out of the bike, but were you expecting this?
It's everything that I was expecting and then some. So, I mean, top to bottom, it's a very compliant, confidence-inspiring ride. Like Kevin was saying, I've ridden BMW R1200s, Triumphs, you name it. This will hold its own with any of them. Combination of the motor, the suspension, the braking, very confidence-inspiring. Yeah.
So we've achieved our goals.
What's the biggest thing you noticed? Because I was listening to you talk. Was that just your first ride that you came back on?
Yeah, this is the first ride when it's been built like this. So the brakes are incredible. I mean, it's a world of difference. Completely confidence inspiring, and it's really it's sort of think where the motorcycle's going to go, and it's just there right now. I mean, you're moving at a good clip. You don't even notice it. The thing is just planted, compliant, stable on the road.
Were you actually doing 120?
Yeah.
And I mean, I think it'll.
I don't know what it would do. I'm not sure it would go.
I think it would do 150.
I think it might very well.
Because I mean, I know what.
Which we do not recommend as a company.
It's hard to believe that you could actually jump on a Harley big touring model and think you can do 150.
Yeah.
I think with my experience on horsepower versus the mattress that's up front, I think we'd get 150 out of this thing. Because it's pushing enough horsepower to get it going through. And this fairing, I think, is pretty aerodynamic. So it may even do more, but you definitely have to stick your GPS on it because
There's enough.
And you were saying something about if they had offered this at Harley.
Oh yeah, this is the bike you want to buy, and it's amazing to me that the manufacturers haven't figured out that it's the quality of suspension and brakes that is confidence inspiring at the end of the day. I mean, they sell big motors, but that's not where it's at. It's there.
if Harley offered this, you'd buy it in a second.
In a split second. Yeah. Well, I mean, I did, right? I came
Right.
to you guys because I couldn't get what I wanted from the manufacturer.
It does surprise me that they don't do something like this.
Yeah.
Like to do
Custom
the
order.
engine.
Yeah, they do CVO. Why wouldn't they do this with the CVO?
Why wouldn't you? I mean,
Yeah.
this is, I think, in my honest opinion, doing the suspension and brakes is more of a value added to the motorcycle than the engine.
There's no question about that, and especially if you're gonna have the engine, you really have got to have the brakes and suspension. Otherwise, that's insane, frankly.
If you just add the brakes, they're useless.
Yep.
Because they're not going
They're
to.
not compliant.
They're not going to work. And if you had the suspension without the brakes, you cheat yourself.
Yep.
It's kind of like a package deal.
Yeah. No, it's fantastic.
And they're not like huge rotors. I mean, they're inside rotors, they're 320s, but there's a lot of rotors on the market right now that are bigger than that, and they're useless.
Yeah.
Because their suspension's useless.
Yeah. There's wheels skipping around and bouncing off the
Yeah.
surface.
No traction. So yeah. No, to me it's like, and I think what Harley did, I think that the drivetrain in this bike in the Milwaukee 8, they tightened it up a little bit, and I think the front wheels got more weight in it than the older model from last year, the year before, because this is right here the most compliant road glide that I've done compared to the 17s or.
Interesting.
And I think it's the weight of the wheels.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, believe you me, they're close.
Mhm.
You know, like my bike's close to
Yeah,
this.
absolutely.
But I think this is just that little bit better.
Yeah.